Alright, Shalom, which means peace. Alright, we're the Hebrew Israelites. Alright, also known as Yasha'Allah. First and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Barakah Kodash. Alright, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And Shalom to the hopeful elect. Alright, preaching the word in truth and in sincerity, man. You know, we're out here another week to chant down Babylon the Great, which is also known as America today. But in the scriptures, it's known as Babylon the Great. All right, we'll start out with Revelation 17.
Okay. This is Revelation 17, and start at the top.
Go on.
It says, Revelation 17 and 1. And there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, in whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
God, because the great whore is talking about America. All right, this is the great harlot. All right, why? Because it commits adulteries with many different deities. All right, many different idols. That's why you can go walking around the corner, you know, different stores, different places like that, man, and you'll have all kinds of different idols, man. You have all kinds of different nations. You'll have Buddha, you'll have Elam and their idols. Okay, you got halal spots where Ishmael prays over their food in the name of Allah. All right, you got Cesare Borgia, which is Esau, Edom. All right, the image of the so-called white man, which are really biblically known as the Edomites. Okay, that's the main image that's pushed in America, is that image of Christianity. All right, which
that's
is
what he was telling
Cesare Borgia, the image of Esau, Edom. All right, when it tells you in the scriptures that the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, all right, that's actually the wicked. That's why Bobby Shaw Ralph, grab the sign with bitch ass Eve for me. So this is the image of the devil that's actually being pushed, all right, throughout the four corners of the earth, because these devils, they want to disguise themselves as being a righteous and holy people, all right, in which that's not the truth. Everything has actually been turned upside down, and the whole world is engulfed in wickedness to this present day. All right. Real quick, you got your pocketbook. Go into First Maccabees. First Maccabees, first chapter. Start at the top. Start 1 and 1.
His First Maccabees.
You gotta flip the page up.
1 and 1. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian.
Now, Alexander, son of Philip, that's talking about Alexander the so-called Great. Okay, which you can read about in your history books, which that empire is actually mentioned in the Bible when you go into Daniel. The book of Daniel, it talks about the thighs of brass, which is actually talking about the Greek Empire. All right, when you go into Daniel, I believe the 8th chapter, it talks about a ram, not a ram, but a he-goat having 4 horns. Okay, so there's different places, and there's the scriptures that speak specifically about Alexander the Great. Okay, that he was a leopard. All right, and so these different kingdoms that have been upon the earth are actually spoken of in the scriptures before they came to pass, before they actually happened. which is how you know that this is a prophetic book, because thousands of years before these different kingdoms actually came to pass, they were spoken of in the Bible, all right, by different prophets that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua raised up, okay? So that in these end times, we'll be able to read about it and gain faith through the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua through these scriptures. All right, go ahead, keep going.
Who came out of the land of Chetam, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece, and made many wars, and won many strongholds, and slew the kings of the earth, and went through to the ends of the earth, and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him.
Yeah, that the earth was quiet before him, meaning that Alexander basically conquered the world at that time, conquered the known world. Where you had the Greek Empire, which was expanded, which later on the Roman Empire took over and expanded it as far as the known world could reach. All right, go ahead.
Whereupon he was exalted, and his heart was lifted up, and he gathered a mighty strong host, and ruled over countries and nations and kings, who became tributaries unto him. And after these things he fell sick, and perceived that he should die. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable, and had been brought up with him from his youth.
These are his generals, all right, that he divided the kingdom into 4 parts just before he had died, all right. And just like in Revelation, the 6th chapter, they made war with each other, all right. But that told you that was the types of things that Esau the wicked was going to be doing when he was in rulership, all right? Because it tells you that he would cast the yoke of Israel from off of his neck when he got the dominion, all right? And,
I got that. You want me to get it?
yeah, Khan, go ahead.
This is Genesis 25 and verse. Let's see.
Because the Israelites are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans today. Now, there was a point in time in history when the nation of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans were actually ruling over the known world. Okay? Everybody was basically dwelling in the Middle East. All right? In those areas. All these different nations, they had different lands in Mesopotamia, different places like that. The Canaanites, was constantly at war. But there was a point in time when Israel had subdued all these nations, all right, including the Edomites. The Edomites were also subdued under the nation of Israel, which meant what? That they were subject to the nation of Israel and its laws, okay? And if the nation of Esau, Edom, which is today, all right, is the so-called white man predominantly, okay? If that nation were to have gone up, then Israel would have went in there and would be slaying them, all right, putting them to death and bringing order and subjection back into that region. Okay, go ahead.
And had This is Genesis 25 and 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Yeah, the one people stronger than the other people. See, everything is done by the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So if the Lord made one people stronger than the other, then that's the way it is. One people is stronger than the other. That means the Israelites are physically, mentally, and spiritually stronger than the Edomites. All right? Because Israel was created to rule the earth. Israel was created to rule over the nation of Esau, not the other way around. Which, that's the way things are today. You see the nation of Edom actually ruling over the chosen people of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that were created to be judges and rulers over the earth, and they're actually prophesied to be stronger than these people that are ruling over today. But Yahweh Bashim Yahushua blessed Esau with a mighty sword, okay, in which that's how he's ruling the world today, through his technology, through his nuclear missiles and satellites, and the different weaponry that he has, that he uses today to control territories. All right, go ahead.
It says, and the elders shall serve the younger.
All right, now we know that Esau was actually the elder. He came out first. All right, because Jacob held the heel of Esau. All right, but it said the elder is supposed to serve the younger. Just like when you go into the blessing between Ephraim and Manasseh, all right, Manasseh was actually older than Ephraim, but Ephraim got the more prestigious blessing. same thing happened in this case. Jacob was younger than his brother. Jacob came out second, but Jacob got the more prestigious blessing.
Okay. I got Esau's blessing too. This is Genesis 27 and 35. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety and had taken away thy blessing. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob? For he had supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he had taken away my blessing. And he said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above.
And that's what you actually see today. You see Esau is living in the fatness of the earth and is reaping of the dew of heaven to this day. Why? Because he has the rulership. And so he's in all these different countries. You know, you see commercials for things like Sandals Resorts. All these different resorts, where they at? They're in other people's countries. They're in other nations' countries. But it's the fatness of that country. It's the most beautiful place. Esau got it set up so that you pay him to go and have a visit over in those beautiful places, man. All right? Well, we got something? Yeah, hold that.
Verse 40, and by thy sword shalt thou live, it shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Yeah, when he has the dominion, he shall break his yoke from off. Because at one point in time, Israel was ruling over the nation of Edom. Right? But Esau has rebelled, and now that yoke is broken from off of his neck, and now he's free to basically do all types of wickedness throughout the planet Earth. And that's what you see today. That's why there's no knowledge of the true power of the universe. How about Shemiah Shah? There's no knowledge of that, except you're only going to find it with those that the Lord has opened their eyes, which are the prophets of How about Shemiah Shah that are on these highways and byways pushing his word and pushing that vibration of righteousness. But you got Satan out here pushing that vibration of wickedness. All right? So it's a fight. It's a conflict. Okay? But the reason why you have no knowledge of Yahweh Shah is because the Lord set up the devil, the wicked, to deceive the whole earth and to worship him. Alright? His image. His image is what? Alright? Being silly. Alright? Doing all types of wickedness.
God's not good here for purpose.
Doing all types of wickedness. Not taking heed to the scriptures. Alright? Taking the scriptures as a very light thing. Which that's what people do. Alright? That's why you out here prophesying about righteousness, about judgment, and people will come by and literally mock you, laugh, and look at you with a certain amount of disdain. When they don't even realize that the answers to all things and the keys to life are literally coming out of your mouth. Alright, but they want to speak over you, talk over you, they want to play music over you. Alright, why? Because that's the wicked vibration that Esau Edom has pushed out throughout this whole earth. Alright? Because Esau has broken that yoke from off of his neck. Now he don't live according to the will of Yahweh Shemiah Shah. He has no master ruling over him. Right? Which that's what Israel was created to do. That's why in the scripture it tells you that the nations were tormented by the northern and southern prophets. The nations were tormented. Why? Because under the nation of Israel, you weren't able to do these different customs and ways that the are accustomed to doing, worshiping after their idols and their gods, their different unclean customs. They couldn't do those things under the rulership of the Israelites. Under the rulership of Yahweh Shemiah Shah, which that kingdom is actually, that vibrations being pushed back onto the earth through the prophets, and eventually Yahweh Shemiah Shah is going to destroy the wicked with the brightness of his coming and establish physical righteousness right here upon the earth. Alright, in which those that ain't going to take heed to this word are going to get caught up in that destruction. You're going to get caught up in that judgment. Alright, Yahweh Shemiah Shah wants you to repent and to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of this Bible. And not half-heartedly or half-heartedly, but full-heartedly, all right, to the best of your ability and to the best of your knowledge. All right, go ahead with you, Job 9 and 24.
It's Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
If not, where and who is it? All right, if this devil is not, if the wicked is not ruling the earth right now, then where is he at and who is he, man? All right, because you see tall towers being built up to the skies. All right, you see nothing but homosexuality, wickedness, adultery, transgenderism. Okay, no knowledge of Yahweh Bashim outside the true power. No knowledge of the Israelites. Okay, they're actually trying to suppress that knowledge. They're trying to say that that's a false doctrine, that it's wicked, that it's not right. All right. They push the hell doctrine. All right. According to Esau, we're going to go to hell for preaching the truth. All right. Hey, this wicked rap music that gets played, you know, that talks about what? Killing your brother, selling drugs to your brother, having sex with your brother's woman. Okay. So on and so forth is the wicked vibration that's being pushed. That's how you know that we're living in a world filled with wickedness, man. All right. You want to continue? Unless you got something we got.
Yeah, I got Malachi chapter 4 and verse
Go ahead, bring it up.
5. It says Malachi 4 and 5. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord.
Yeah, the Lord is going to send Elijah the prophet. That's why the word is out here, man. Because Elijah the prophet has been sent. All right, and that's how you know that these are the end times, because you see all these different things that the Bible talks about is going on in this day and age, man, in our lifetime. All right, Abba Bivens pushed out this word, and now you have Israelites throughout the four corners of the earth pushing this word, man. All right, Elijah the prophet. That means that's how you know who Elijah the prophet was, according to the prophets. Okay, the same way with John the Baptist. All right. And this is what you see actually happening. That's how you know, if you got spiritual eyes, you see that this is the end time, because you see wickedness at an all-time high. You see different prophecies that's in the Old Testament coming past today, which Esau, he wants to discredit the Old Testament. He don't understand what this is talking about.
Yeah. Then you got certain Israelites that'll say John was never in the truth.
Well, that's madness.
It says, behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet.
But it does not make no sense, because Yahweh Shai says, of those that are born of women, there has not come a greater than John the Baptist.
Yeah.
So what's that guy talking about?
Yeah. Well, it tells you in 1 John, the 6th verse, that there was a man sent from the power whose name was John.
Yeah, yeah.
Directly sent from the Most High.
Yeah. It's like he had the Holy Spirit from birth, from the womb. While he was still developing. And, you know, he was I believe his mom was filled with the Holy Spirit through him.
Just because the Holy Spirit was on him.
Yeah. You know, it said when Yahweh Shai came around, that, you know, because the two pregnant women came around.
He felt Yahweh Shai.
He said John jumped he jumped. He leaped while he was in the womb as a baby.
Yeah, but he wasn't in the spirit though.
Yeah, no. But then, hey, man, that's a vibration of wickedness. You know, that's a vibration of Satan.
Yeah.
You know, you pushing that type of vibration. You know, that's wickedness, man.
Yeah.
You gotta change. You gotta change your thought pattern. You gotta change your ways, man, because the judgment is coming. All right, and if you ain't getting rid of these different ideologies and this crazy ass demons that you got in your mind, you're gonna end up getting destroyed, man. You know, that's why we're out here preaching the truth. We're not out here just telling everybody you're gonna die. No, we're trying to let you know that if you continue on in certain things, yes, you actually will be destroyed, man. You know, but we preach repentance. We tell you to turn back from these different things that you're doing, man. All right, that way you can build a personal relationship with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You have the ability to be saved. But if you just continue on doing things that's inconvenient for you, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is not going to deliver you.
Yeah, come right here. It says, and he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers.
In order for your heart to be turned, you got to be an obedient child, man. Otherwise, it tells you in the scriptures to break up your fallow ground, meaning that you gotta humble yourself down and stop being such a hard-headed person. Otherwise, how are you gonna lead if you don't even know how to follow? You can't follow Yahweh Shai. How are you gonna lead anything? How is the Lord gonna set you up in any type of position? If you're being rebellious, man, you're being rebellious to the spirit of Yahweh Shai. All right.
It says, "Lest I come and smite the earth with a curse."
Yeah, lest he come and smite the earth with a curse. You know, that's why we tell you, you gotta pray to Yahweh Shai and actually change your ways and start doing things righteously, lest he come and smite you with a curse, man. Mm-hmm. You know, we ain't just telling you like, oh yeah, you're gonna die. Nah, man. But if you continue on in certain things, yes. All right, you are gonna be destroyed, man. This thing is not a joke. This is a very serious thing that we're talking about here. All right, we're talking about judgment from Yahweh Shai, which we know these are the last days, that the Lord is bringing the kingdom of righteousness. And Yahweh Shai said that no wickedness is going to come into that kingdom. All right, these different nations are going to come in as slaves, man. But you're not going to be able to get a change of apparel, a new body, a new spirit. All right, unless you strive for it, man.
Yeah. That's a reward.
That's a reward for what? Doing good. You're not going to be rewarded for doing bad. It's very cut and dry. It's very black and white, man. You do good, you get a good return, man. You do bad, you get a bad fucking return, man. You know? You got something now?
I just thought, Joe.
Or was you got more on that, or you gonna go back to Revelation?
No, we go back to Revelation. Yeah, this is back in Revelation, chapter 17. It says, "With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication."
Yeah, what that's talking about is that all these different nations, they got their own customs, they got their own ways of life, their own deities that they worship. And a lot of these different nations have sold out in order to get in bed with Esau, Edom, and with Babylon, in order to live deliciously with Babylon. Because the excessiveness of this country, there's no way that this place could sustain itself from what's on it. Because just how excessive it is. Look at all the pollutants that it throws up into the air. Gallons and gallons of nasty pollutants that it throws up into the air every damn day. All right? All the food that gets thrown out every day. Not to mention how the food is grown, GMO. All right? The water is poison. The air is fucking poison. All right? The population is growing more and more, being packed up in little cities, man. Living in rat cities, stacked up on top of each other, man. All right, frack, all these different ways that Esau gathers resources in abundance. The Lord, Esau don't give the land no type of rest. This place cannot sustain itself, and neither can any of these other countries that are living the same way that Babylon is living in.
That's the whole reason why the EU was having schisms within their system, because they all couldn't start to support the weaker countries. You know, Britain and Germany are tired of supporting weaker countries like Greece. You know, they're showing you that this Esau system, this empire, cannot go on too much longer. It's finished. Once you start seeing something small like that happen, that means it's just like a black hole medicine.
Yeah, it's like when you get a crack in the windshield. It don't get smaller, it just keeps growing. You know, that's why you see the country. You don't see the division coming together. You see the country being more and more divided. The reason why is because that rent has already been placed there. There's no fixing it. It's just going to keep waxing worse and worse until eventually it gets destroyed. You know, until eventually it falls.
Yeah, you got some resources to do good. You know, they have the hydrogen car that ran on water, but he chooses to do the opposite. He also had the Nikola Tesla invention where he provides free energy, but he creates nuclear power plants. He does the opposite, and he creates debt.
I mean, he took hold of the scriptures. He made himself a holy and righteous people. Yeah, he does the opposite of everything in this Bible. Alright? It tells you in the scriptures that he that breaks the least commandment and teaches others to do so shall be called least in the kingdom. That means Esau's going to be the very least in the Why? Because he breaks every single commandment and teaches everybody to do the same thing. All these other nations that are sold out and are in bed with Esau, what are they doing? All right, they're living in like this place. They got stores all over the damn place. They got women twerking on Instagram, showing off their assets. You know, they're having problems in their household now. You know, that's what Esau mainly did to the Israelites, man. He totally destroyed the Israelites to the point where, you know, you get the whole family structure is jacked up. You got women that, you know, men, you just can't deal with a woman. You just can't deal with a woman in this society. To do so is hell, man. It's hell. You gotta just deal with this woman trying to make herself equal to you. You gotta deal with this woman always trying to tell you something you're doing wrong, when really she ain't supposed to say a goddamn thing. That creates tension in the house, and that creates disorder, man. So everything's out of order, man. That's the vibration of Esau. He does that on purpose, man. You know, go back to the Queen of Heaven, woman worship. You know, a lot of these different things that goes on in this society, it goes back to an idol, man. It goes back to an ideology.
It says, verse 3, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Full of names of blasphemy. That's because that's what this devil does. He just blasphemes the Most High constantly. It tells you in the scriptures that he is adverse to all that is called God, man. All right, he opposes and exalts himself against all that is called God, man. All that is holy and righteous. He opposes, meaning that he is adverse. He is actually what's the word? In conflict with it. Man. He's fighting against righteousness. All right.
Polar opposite of what righteousness is. He's that wicked opposing force. You know, Esau, so-called white man. That's why everything the Lord set up, he tries to destroy and set up his own way. For example, men and women being naturally born what they are. Don't go and say, well, I can change it, I can fix it. God made a mistake. You know, which is backwards, wicked. It's demonic. Okay? The highest form of Satanism is pretty much to do what you do. Pretty much to be how you feel. Okay? It's in the greatest holiday that a Satanist can participate in. It's their own body. That's self-worship. And the scriptures, being a man of the Lord, alright, you gotta be totally selfless. You know? You have to be selfless. To the point where you can do more for the body. You know? You see a brother doing bad things, you're quick to help the brother out. But Satanism teaches that if you're not helping yourself, why should I help you? You know, if you don't got it, you gotta go get it. Like he's really talking about, you gotta get money. That's Satanism. The scriptures tell you came into this world curse, you came into this world war. Okay. If anything, you should be uplifting. But instead, they want to destroy. You know, and that's the thoughts, the ideals of Esau. You know.
Yeah, this is 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall that wicked be revealed.
Yeah, then shall that wicked be revealed, man. You start at Bible chart.
2 Thessalonians 2:7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
Yeah, so the mystery of iniquity is already at work. He's already in the earth. The brother brought out Job 9:24. The earth was given to the hand of the wicked. So that mystery of iniquity is a mystery to you people. You people don't understand who the devil is. Okay, who the wicked is. Because the word devil, all it means is deceiver. It doesn't mean some red guy underground.
Hey, You do me a favor and just hold that sign for me. Yeah. Hold the sign.
It doesn't mean
Hold it up. Hold it up.
some red guy with the horns. You know what I mean? We post this. Okay, we bring this out to cut the false reality of this devil man. Okay, because this man actually walked the earth during the Roman Renaissance, and his name is Cesare Borgia. Okay, this is not the spiritual demon Satan, nor is it
where were you in 1962?
Yahushua, so-called Jesus Christ. No, I said it's not the spiritual demon Satan, because of course the spiritual demon Satan wouldn't look like Esau. Okay, but this is his physical counterpart in the earth. This is who does the bidding of Esau, of the spirit of Satan on this earth. All right. You know, which is that mystery of iniquity, man, which is in the earth right now, causing all kinds of havoc, confusion, spreading wickedness. Okay, that's a reason why a lot of our people don't even like to grow a beard on their fucking face, man. It's because of Esau. Okay, something as small as that, man, which is still the law. Okay, the whole shaving thing came from the Greeks.
So that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
So the Lord is consuming this devil by the spirit of his mouth, by the prophets being out, exposing this man for all the things he's doing. Okay? You created a coronavirus. You got the whole world in a scare right now because of that coronavirus. You got people that can't come back home from being on vacation in other countries. Okay? Just like I had a talk with the, where I live, the manager, the landlord, everyone. He was telling me that the main landlord can't come back to America because the Philippines is shut down because of the corona scare. You know? So this is actually causing a lot of strife, man. These devils.
Yeah. I mean, for all those Israelites that like to travel to other countries, this ain't a good time to be traveling to other countries. It's 2 Thessalonians 2:9. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
So this coming is after the working of Satan. Alright? This man Esau, he is his counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan.
That's why he put the horns on him.
Yeah, that's why we put the horns on him. That's why we snake tongue. What did God say about Esau? That he spoke with a fortune. He tells you one thing, but in all reality, his motive is different. Okay? He promised them peace and alliance, and then he sued them when they were feasting. Okay? Entering into the whole Thanksgiving celebration.
It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Alright? And that's what, Yahweh Shemi outside is giving them the ability to work miracles and to show signs and different things like that. Which is why people worship him. Which is why people go after him. Why? Because he has this different technology in order to get people to think that he's some type of power that's on the earth. Which the Most High did lift him up into a powerful position. Alright? Through his nuclear weapons, through his different arsenal of weapons that he has, he's able to literally send a missile from one side of the earth to the other and accurately hit somebody. Like hit somebody and not hurt nobody else. He can literally bomb you and only you from one side of the world to the next. Alright, that's a miraculous thing. That's a miraculous thing that he's able to do.
There's Revelation 6 and 4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Yeah, see, the power was given to him. And where does power come from? You cannot receive anything unless it comes from heaven, man. Unless it comes from Yahweh the outside. And so Esau was actually given this power through the Most High. Right? He didn't just acquire this out of nowhere through his great intelligence and his great strength. Right? Everything that you receive is received through Yahweh man. Okay, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Right? Esau was raised up in power. Alright? As it tells you in the scripture.
And that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Right, and so these things happen, and so you're able to identify who the wicked is on the earth. It tells you that red horse was given power, right? The power of the sword. He was given a great sword that he would take peace from the earth. Which that's why you see when you read Matthew 24, it talks about the end signs of the times. Nothing but wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes, and all types of violence and uproars of the people. Why? Because Esau is in power and he is taking peace from the earth. Alright, and so you know that red horse is in power right now. Alright, why? Because peace has been taken from the earth. These different nations are being destroyed. These different nations are under subjection of Esau. They're following different wicked laws and customs. You look at the UN Council, everybody's wearing suits and ties and they got shaved faces and things like that. Why? Because that red horse is in power. You see wars going on all over the world constantly, and drug wars, gang wars that Esau creates, wars between different countries. Why? Alright? Because that red horse is in power to take peace from the earth. Alright? That's how you know that the Bible is real. Alright? And that judgment is actually coming. You see things happen all the time. You can be walking down the street, get ran over by a car, by a drunk driver. You could be walking down the street, you could be at an assembly, at an event, somebody comes by with a machine gun and starts shooting everybody up, man. You can get fucking bullet holes in your ass, man. At any given time, at any given day, man. Why? Because you ain't following after the spirit of Yahweh. Alright, we ain't going to these different events and doing certain things. You can link up with a chick and get adultery, get put to death. Alright, different diseases, different things like that can happen to you, motherfucking HIV. Alright, why? Because that wicked vibration is being pushed under the earth. Alright? And if you under that vibration of Satan, bad things happen to you, man. And ultimately, these different judgments are going to get worse and worse. Now, you see 63,000 cases of coronavirus. Alright? Hundreds and hundreds, it's getting up to the thousands of people dying from this coronavirus. That's judgment being pushed out into the earth. And these things are only going to get worse. You're going to see new viruses coming in. Alright? Spreading even faster, being even more vicious in how quickly they spread and how fast they kill people, man. Alright? This is a serious thing that's going on earth while people are just walking around living it up. Here in America, evils are brewing up all around the world. They think, oh, this is China. You know, it's being saved in China. Hey, Babylon is being saved for last, man. Yahweh is going to bring great destruction upon America, and it's going to be a total slap in the face.
There's 2nd Ezra 15 and 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
All the unfaithful are going to die in their unfaithfulness. And you don't believe that these scriptures are real? All right, well, you're going to die. You're going to understand it through death by pain. Right? It says through death by pain. That means you're going to actually die a very painful death. Now, by outside is going to make sure it ain't going to be easy for you. All right, go ahead.
Behold, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Hey, so the sword is a plague, man. All these different wars that's going on, that's actually a plague, man. You see all these different gang wars? That's a curse. Different gang wars between Israelites, you know, different drug wars going on between Israelites and the cartels and all this stuff. All right, Esau shooting down in the streets because Esau's at war with the Israelites constantly every day. That's why you hear that rapper Wood talking about the red beast against the blue police. You know, because Israel is actually at war with Esau. That's why you see the cock shooting down Jake all the damn time, bro. Alright? That's actually a curse. That's a plague that Yahweh Shemiyah put. Alright? Now you see these plagues being put upon the people, bro. That's why you see Edomites that are going to war with each other. That's why you see Esau getting ready to fight against his own government. That's why you see Edomites fighting each other over these Democrat and Republican political parties. Why? That's a plague, man. That's a curse. The country being divided against itself, that's a curse. It's a plague. Alright? Because these Babylonians, if you ain't, if you're an Israelite, if you ain't in the spirit of Yahweh outside, you're not an Israelite. You're a Babylonian. Are you not the Israel of the Most High? You claim that you're an Israelite, but you ain't really following after the spirit in truth and sincerity. You're still casted out as a heathen. You're not an Israelite as Yahweh outside, because you ain't doing things in the right and correct order. Because the Lord is all about order and balance. Alright, go ahead.
For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Hey, we didn't even get to finish that. Go ahead.
And their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness.
Yeah, that's why the prophets is out here, because the hurtful works are fulfilled, man. You already put the Israelites into slavery. You already jacked them all up to hell and back. You're already bringing out this microchip. You're already doing all these wicked things upon the earth. So these hurtful works are fulfilled. This is an end-time prophecy that the Lord was going to raise up prophets to prophesy against these different things, to prophesy against these different countries and against the rulers and the wickedness in high places. All right, that's a prophecy that these things was going to happen. It's going to show you that we're in the end time. That means Yahweh Shemiyah is getting ready to bring mass judgment upon the world. All right, he is no longer holding his tongue as touching the wickedness, and you may not be able to perceive it because the Lord is speaking through men. All right, but that's how the Lord operates. Yahweh Shemiyah raises up judges to speak for him. All right, when we're not using our own words. We're using the words of Yahweh Shemiyah through these scriptures, man. That's why everything was written, so that we will be able to do this. More, go ahead.
Which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold,
all the different, sin is transgressing the law. You have no understanding of the law, then you're doing all types of wickedness. So you may not even realize it. But Yahweh is not going to suffer you in that wickedness much longer. All right, go ahead.
Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people have fled as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
Smite Egypt with plagues as before. In Revelation 11, we're going into how this is Egypt. Because this is the great city Babylon, which is spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. Alright? And Yahweh Shemiyah is going to smite this place with plagues as before. So that means that all these different plagues are spoken of. Hey, we're getting ready to come into the Passover. We're getting ready to come into the Passover, which the Passover was representative of the Most High passing over Israel and destroying Egypt with these different plagues. Okay? Because it tells you in the scriptures that a dog would not move his tongue against any of the nation of Israel. Alright? So that he put in a difference between Israel and the Egyptians. Yahweh Shemiyah is going to do that again. He's going to put a difference between his servants and you Egyptians. You're known as Egyptians, you're known as Babylonians, Sodomites, so on and so forth. Alright? Why? Because you fit the different prophecies of this Bible. You know, whether it be good or whether it be bad. If you're out here doing the right thing, prophesying the truth and in sincerity, then you're an Israelite. Alright? But if you're just out here being wicked, being a Babylonian, that's what you are. Okay, you are what you eat. As they say, and this wisdom and knowledge is like food. So if you eat the wisdom and knowledge of this world, then you are of this world. You are what you eat. Alright? Go ahead.
Shall destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague, and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
It tells you that the whole land is going to be destroyed from off the face of the earth. Alright? These are things that you're supposed to be considering. Alright? You know, we get passed up constantly because the spirit ain't touching these people to be able to receive these things. Alright, that's why people smirk, that's why people laugh. You know, that's why these people, they do what they want to do. Alright, which is Satan doing whatever they want to do. Alright? But these are things to consider. Alright, the great destruction is coming upon the earth. You think just because you live in a certain way that you're okay, that you're not going to see this. Alright? But the truth of the matter is that the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. Yahweh Shai can strike at any moment, at any time, man. Alright? Just like job cuts, man. You've seen a certain point in time where thousands and thousands of jobs get cut, businesses being closed down. The Lord can do that again, till there ain't nothing left, man. So ain't nobody got a damn job. And that's what Yahweh is ready to do, man. Bring that judgment so that you people, you heathens, can start doing that judgment. You're gonna know what it's like to lose a job and not be able to get another one, man. You're gonna know what it's like to be poor, to be hungry, right? You're gonna that you don't mind going down the middle of the road.
This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. Remember now that created which they had, while the evil days come not.
Yeah, so we're still in the days of our youth. The evil days have not fully committed themselves as of yet, man. That's why you don't see dead people on the streets. That's why you don't see the homeless population at such a high level that damn near everybody's homeless. Alright, why? Because you still in the time period of grace. You still got time to change your ways and to return to Yahweh Shem Yahweh to seek Him so that you could build a relationship with the Lord, man. Alright, why? So you could build yourself up spiritually so when these things happen, you can have confidence that Yahweh Shem Yahweh is going to deliver you, man. Alright, that's what it's all about. It's gaining confidence that the Lord is going to deliver you through what? Through faith, man. Through keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, through doing this work, through getting better, man. Through praying to Yahweh Shem Yahweh, fasting and doing things that's necessary and beneficial for your spiritual growth. Alright, so then when evil times come, you ain't going to just be out here condemned and destroyed, man. Destitute of life. Alright, which these people are going to be fucking doing all types of heinous things for simple necessities, man. For simple life necessities, the bare necessities, man. Alright? What?
Yeah, it says, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Yep. That means what? That means all hell is going to break loose, man. That means there ain't going to be no flourishing society, man. You ain't going to have stores to go to get your clothes, get the food, and all right, things are going to go back to the damn darkness, man.
Post-apocalyptic times, or pre-apocalyptic.